Suleiman was a sultan of the Ottoman Empire. He ruled from 1520 to 1566. His reign was a time of great power and prosperity for the empire. Suleiman was a skilled military leader. He was also a wise ruler who reformed the Ottoman legal system. He was a great patron of the arts. Suleiman was born in 1494. His father was Sultan Suleiman I. Selim I was a powerful ruler who greatly expanded the Ottoman Empire. Suleiman grew up in a time of great change and upheaval. He learned about warfare and governance from his father. Suleiman also received a good education. He learned about history, philosophy, and poetry. Suleiman became sultan in 1520. He was only 26 years old. He quickly proved to be a strong and decisive ruler. He continued his father's policy of military expansion. He also reformed the Ottoman government and legal system. Suleiman's reign was a golden age for the Ottoman Empire. Suleiman was a complex and fascinating ruler. He was a brilliant military strategist. He was also a wise and just ruler. He was a great patron of the arts and sciences. He was a devout Muslim, but he was also tolerant of other religions. He was a man of great energy and ambition. He left a lasting mark on the Ottoman Empire and the world. Suleiman was a great military leader. He led the Ottoman army to victory in many battles. He greatly expanded the Ottoman Empire. He conquered many lands in Europe, Asia, and Africa. One of Suleiman's most famous victories was the conquest of Belgrade in 1521. Belgrade was a strategic city on the Danube River. It was controlled by the Kingdom of Hungary. Suleiman led a large Ottoman army to capture the city. The Ottomans used cannons and other siege weapons to bombard the city walls. The Ottomans launched a fierce assault. They captured Belgrade after a long and bloody siege. The capture of Belgrade was a major victory for the Ottomans. It gave them control of the Danube River. This opened the way for further Ottoman expansion into Europe. Another great victory for Suleiman was the capture of Rhodes in 1522. Rhodes was an island in the Mediterranean Sea. It was controlled by the Knights Hospitaller. The Knights Hospitaller were a Catholic military order. They were a major naval power in the Mediterranean. Suleiman led a large Ottoman fleet and army to capture Rhodes. The Ottomans besieged the city of Rhodes for 6 months. They finally captured it after a fierce battle. The capture of Rhodes was another major victory for the Ottomans. It gave them control of the eastern Mediterranean. Suleiman also fought against the Safavid Empire in the east. The Safavid Empire was a powerful empire in Persia. It was ruled by the Safavid dynasty. The Safavids were Shia Muslims. The Ottomans were Sunni Muslims. The two empires were rivals for power in the Middle East. Suleiman was not only a great military leader, he was also a wise and just ruler. He reformed the Ottoman legal system. He is known as Suleiman the Lawgiver. One of his most important reforms was the codification of Ottoman law. This meant that he collected and organized all of the laws of the Ottoman Empire. This made it easier for judges to apply the law fairly. Suleiman also reformed the Ottoman system of taxation. He made the tax system fairer and more efficient. He also created a new system of government bureaucracy. This helped to make the Ottoman government more efficient. These reforms helped to strengthen the Ottoman Empire. It made it one of the most powerful empires in the world. Suleiman was a devout Muslim. His reforms were based on Islamic law. He believed that it was his duty to rule justly and to protect the rights of his subjects. He also built many mosques, schools, and hospitals. He wanted to create a just and prosperous society for all of his subjects. Suleiman's reforms had a lasting impact on the Ottoman Empire. They helped to create a more efficient and just government. They also helped to strengthen the Ottoman economy. Suleiman's reforms are still admired today. Suleiman the Magnificent died in 1566. He was 71 years old. He had ruled the Ottoman Empire for 46 years. He left behind a legacy of conquest, reform, and cultural achievement. He is still remembered as one of the greatest rulers in Ottoman history. Suleiman's conquests greatly expanded the Ottoman Empire. At its height, the Ottoman Empire controlled land in 3 continents: Europe, Asia, and Africa. The Ottoman Empire was one of the most powerful empires in the world. Suleiman's reforms helped to strengthen the Ottoman Empire and make it more prosperous. His patronage of the arts and sciences helped to make the Ottoman Empire a center of culture and learning. The Ottoman Empire continued to be a major power in Europe and the Middle East for centuries after his death. Suleiman's legacy is still felt today. He is still remembered as a great ruler and a symbol of Ottoman power and glory. He is also remembered for his legal reforms, his patronage of the arts, and his religious tolerance. His reign was a golden age for the Ottoman Empire. He is still admired by many people today.